Tonight on this special ABC7 post-game report, you become part of the story.
You need somebody who knows enough, is responsible enough, and is respected enough to keep us safe and give us the space to grow.
That is the former leader of the free world in Las Cruces today. Why he said his wife would make a better president than Bernie Sanders or Donald Trump.
Kind of a little bit of disbelief, not really thinking I was going to see him today.
We also talked to a Las Cruces barista who took Bill Clinton's order. He describes customer reaction and what Mr. Clinton had to drink. Also new tonight, a big deal over at the El Paso Zoo, a giant tortoise head taking over South El Paso. It's for real. And it also has our news anchors eating bugs. I'll show you the video, Dave.
All right, looking forward to it. Hey, we're also still tracking, believe it or not, some showers out there on top of the radar. We'll have a look at your forecast coming up, though.
Thanks so much, Dave. Again, this is ABC7's special post-game report. I'm Bob Harp. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. All right, let's get to the big story out of Las Cruces.
They will realize that they have a chance that they have never had, not just to elect the first woman president, but to elect someone who has only been an elected official or an appointed official for 12 years, but has spent more than 40 years making good things happen for other people. And we need that.
Well, there you had it. That is former President Bill Clinton speaking with Las Cruces voters. This as he made a big push for his wife Hillary to become the country's next president. Now, he told the crowd over at Picacho Middle School that his wife is the best choice for a lot of reasons, vowing that she would not leave the average American behind, like he says the Republicans do and would. By the way, Picacho Middle is just off of I-10 and Motel Boulevard in West Las Cruces, not too far from Mayfield High School. And you know, the area was swarming with Secret Service and media and crowds. Now, I can tell you that at about 5:05, our crew was at the Las Cruces International Airport, and that is where Clinton boarded a private jet and he left toward California. And you saw in the video, he was surrounded by about 10 people on the tarmac. And then they took off. Now, the former president took the stage at about 2:25 this afternoon to the cheers of about 800 people, mostly Hillary supporters. They were all packed into the school's gymnasium, and he wasn't done until about 3 in the afternoon. Our New Mexico Mobile Newsroom, of course, was there for it all. If you saw ABC7 at 6 today, then you saw or heard that we told you that he stopped off at a coffee shop. Now, the question is, what did he order? We'll tell you right now. That is the barista, James Rivera. Now, we shared this picture with you on our Facebook page because we stopped by the coffee house, which is Milagro Coffee and Espresso, and we spoke to James Rivera firsthand and said, first of all, how did it feel talking to a president and taking his order, right? And this is what he had to say.
Just his order, really.
Nothing personal?
No, nothing personal or political. Kind of a little bit of disbelief, not really thinking I was going to see him today, but I don't know.
Did he command a presence in the room when he came in?
Yeah, people seem to be pretty taken by him.
Now, Rivera described the scene for us when the former president walked through the doors. He says the customers were surprised, naturally. I mean, who really expects that, right? He said his customers were eager to speak with Clinton, and then they crowded around him. Rivera said the visit lasted about 45 minutes at the most. And now, for all of you wondering, what did Bill Clinton order? James, tell us.
Smoothie for him.
What smoothie did he get?
He got a triple berry.
And again, we showed you that video. We were there at the airport as he boarded that private jet. He flew to Redding, California, Mr. Clinton did, and as we speak, he's actually addressing a crowd of supporters in Redding, California. Now, a lot of you watched Clinton's speech today on your computer, maybe even your mobile device. That is all because KVIA.com and our mobile app had it for you live on the ABC7 live stream. If you missed any of it, don't worry, it's still there. Maybe download the KVIA mobile app if you haven't already done so onto your smartphone if you want to watch it. It's free. And of course, you can check out the video section on our homepage on your desktop or laptop or any mobile device. Also on our website right now in our top video section, Estela Casas' one-on-one interview with Democratic presidential hopeful Bernie Sanders. And he, too, is really counting on support from New Mexico voters this Tuesday for the primary. ABC7 had complete coverage of Sanders' stop in Vado, New Mexico as well. That was 2 weekends ago. Now he says he is the candidate to take on Donald Trump. Speaking of Trump, a lot of Republicans tonight worried that he could ruin the party's relationship with Hispanic voters beyond repair. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell saying attacks on Latino leaders are a huge mistake.
I think that the attacks that he's routinely engaged in, for example, going after Susana Martinez, the Republican governor of New Mexico, the chairman of the Republican Governors Association, I think was a big mistake. I mean, what he ought to be doing now is trying to unify the party, and I think attacking people.
Now, you might remember last week, Trump had this to say about the governor of New Mexico, who's a native of El Paso, graduate of Riverside High School. She's not doing the job. Maybe I'll run for governor of New Mexico. I'll get this place going. She's not doing the job. We've got to get her moving. Her office said the governor doesn't care what Trump has to say about her. Trump is, however, getting a formal endorsement from somebody else, another party leader. House Speaker Paul Ryan saying he will vote for Trump because, quote, he would help us turn the ideas into laws to help improve people's lives. So the New Mexico primary this Tuesday, it is your voice, your vote. So count on ABC7 to bring you live election coverage throughout the day and the evening, of course, on air, online at KVIA.com and our social media network. Just follow us or like us on Facebook and Twitter, and you will be in the know. Another story tonight, a lot of you are still talking about it, at home, and we are still trying to get answers for you. This is all about that horrific crash, the one that shut down I-10 on the west side last week for 19 hours. Now, this happened on May 23rd on I-10 West, right by Sunland Park Mall. 7 vehicles were involved. A semi-truck and a car wedged underneath that semi-truck both went up in flames. 2 women inside the car were killed. We told you who they were the next day. Tonight, though, ABC7 is getting official identification from El Paso police. 59-year-old Argelia Alvarez was driving that car. 52-year-old Martina Maldonado was the passenger, both from El Paso. Police saying the driver of the semi-truck could not control the speed of the truck, which then caused the pileup. No charges were filed against that driver, 27-year-old Fatih Singh, but police are not ruling out the possibility of charging him. 5 other people were also hurt in that crash. Thankfully, they are expected to be okay. Hey, there's a freeway closure happening right now on the east side. If you're heading out to the east side, on the far east side, this is I-10 near Joe Battle. Take a look at that. The eastbound lanes are all closed. TxDOT has them closed so they can do construction, as we've been seeing for a long time, and many more of those will come. This is our camera at Zaragoza. You will have to get off the freeway and onto the gateway at Joe Battle to avoid that mess. Take Montana, or I'm not even sure if Border Highway will help, because that's going to be bottlenecked as well. So just be aware. If you're in the lower valley, maybe North Loop or Alameda would be your best way to get from east to west. Now let's talk to Chief Meteorologist Doppler Dave Spillman. Dave, it's a nice night to be stuck in traffic if you're going to be.
Not bad, yeah. And, we've been tracking some rain showers, Bob, throughout the afternoon and evening. They continue to build from the north and just kind of drifting down towards the south. In fact, you can see some rain right around Cloudcroft, Rito, so near Alamogordo. And again, the showers have been moving straight down into Hudspeth County, actually between Del City and Waco Tanks. And I know you folks in those areas were just watching those showers pass by, and none of them could develop right on top of your area to give you some rain. But we'll have another chance of seeing some rain showers, I think, tomorrow into the upcoming weekend. But here's the problem we're going to have to face. Next week, those temperatures are really going to start to increase. We could see the first triple digits of the season. After all, it is the month of June, our hottest month of the year. But we'll talk more about that coming up.
All right. Thanks so much, Dave. All right. A big story developing in South El Paso tonight.
1, 2, 3.
Why are 2 current city reps and 1 former city rep in the mouth of a turtle? We'll tell you why, and it's the same story that has our news anchors eating bugs for lunch. No thanks. I've just posted this video on the ABC7 Facebook page. You have to check it out in the reaction. But if you don't have Facebook right now, like us after you see the video here. We'll be right back.